Yo, what's going on? We'd like to welcome everybody to your mama channel. Go get your mama. Uh, last time we checked, she was in Chicago on the low end. So tell them cats down there, you know, let her go. You feel me? Let her go. Tell them cats on the low end of Chicago to let your mama go. Now what? Let her go, dog. Yeah. So yeah, we here. We're gonna check out some trending topics, see what's going on in the news. There's a lot going on. You know, I kind of came in last. I let everybody do their thing, and then I come in and do my thing. You feel me? So I just wanted to get an opportunity to let all y'all come in. I'd like to thank everybody for who've been supporting the channel and rocking with me since day one. Give me advice and encouragement, and, you know, let me know how they felt. And we hope we can address some of your concerns as we move through all these trending topics. Let me see. You gotta see what's going on. Let me see what's happening because I haven't. I've been away for a minute, so I don't know. Let me see. Let's see what's going on. I don't see that. I don't see that. Let me see if this is. Let's see. I don't know who this is, but let's see. Let me see what it is. Break it down. And the brother can access the screen. Okay, we got a whole lot of experience and some technical difficulties right now, so we just gonna have to wing it. We gotta wing it. Wing it. Oh, okay. So we might want to go. Ooh, let's start over here. I want to start over here and see what's happening. Yeah, this is all over here anyway. You know, so I just want to see. But I can't see nothing. So he was crazy. How y'all gonna have it where I can't see? That's not gonna work. Hmm. Yeah, they got it to where I can't see what's going on. And I'm try capturing a different screen. Let's see. For some reason I can't do my little picture in picture thing. Let's see what the problem is. I see everybody sleep out there on the ground and on Facebook. Where all my homies at? Everybody is what is the over everybody's in their five. Where you at? Yeah. Where y'all at? Let me see. What's holding me? What's holding me here? Mm-hmm. There we go from something else. So we can type up another screen. Yeah. How was all day today? You get anything done? You race anybody on the expressway? Did anybody get any road rage? Did you have to slap your next door neighbor? Did you buy a new hat for church? I want to know what's going on. You know, a lot of people get in here and act like they ain't did nothing. They done did it all. So I need to know what you got going on. Look at this. I'm talking about we got new trapped over there. Okay, we don't have to do this. Oh, okay, I see. I see. I see. I see. What's that with me? Ladies and gentlemen, that we try to bring this thing in. Let's see what's taking so long. How y'all feel about OJ, man? Let me know. We see once again we got a country is divided over this issue, over this topic. People feel like even though he got acquitted, they feel like the system didn't work. You know, how crazy is that? You get acquitted by a jury of your peers. Some people still feel like that ain't good enough. You know, this crowd is going crazy. They ain't letting me share nothing, so let me see if I can go in another way. Yeah, so how was that? How can you have a jury of your peers and then get acquitted and they still say, nah, that ain't good enough? That's ridiculous, you know? But that's just the way it is. You know, we have two different Americas. One rich, one poor, one white, one black. You know, that's just the way it is, man. But people are gonna be torn over this issue because it was a horrific crime with Cole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman tragically murdered, and it wasn't enough. There was enough evidence in accordance to the federal system, which goes by the preponderance of evidence. They found him responsible, but in the state court, will burn the proof as a reasonable doubt. They said, man, he was acquitted. So it's kind of, I don't think it's difficult for people who didn't view the trial to, you know, to understand what's going on with it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's just what it is. Because I mean, they kind of can relate to. I mean, the more things change, the more it stays the same. So what can you do? What can you do about that? What can you do? Um, it's always good to equip yourself with some knowledge. But if you're up against some systemic racism or institutional racism with somebody that's totally vehemently against you, just for the color of their skin. Um, they got mechanisms in place to vaporize people like that. So I mean, they can get out there, but they, you know what I mean. They got some stuff that'll snatch you up off the earth, and they some like people off the earth and throw them in prison for life, and even give them the death penalty for doing things for doing. I'm sorry, some kind of hate crime or race crime against minorities. So people don't. They don't. The society doesn't tolerate that, and it's a touchy subject. Nobody wants to think about it. And crazy things happen in crazy ways to good people, you know. And the suspects, no matter who the suspect is, or what ethnicity they are, they're not gonna sit right with the victims' friends and family. You know what I mean? So, you know, gone are the days where you could stereotypically, you know, think that you know who's the culprit behind something. We can go by what's that guy name who was wandering? He was driving down the expressway or something. Him and his dad, and he got accused of being the person. He was like a grad student who got accused of multiple murders on like a college dorm. You know what I mean? So this dude was a grad student. You know what I mean? Like with maybe a promising life ahead of him, like within some within a year or something. Next thing you know, he's in court fighting for his life because he's allegedly snapped. So you just never know how somebody spent their last 5 minutes. You don't know that. You know what I mean? So I know everybody want to have fun and doing things, zooming through life and kind of running around, kind of carefree. But at some point, you got to pay attention to what's going on around you because you got some people out here that are depressed, suicidal, um, angry, and at their wits end, and you don't know who that person is, or who is the next person get ready to shoot up a workplace, or shoot up a school, or flip out somewhere in some public venue. It's a very strange time out here. Is it due to felons with guns? I don't think so. I don't think so. Now we can go down that path because most of the people who jump out the window and do something nuts never have a background. You got some felons that they did some stuff too, but some of the most egregious crimes and shocking crimes are committed by people with no background. So for people who always, um, berating felons and holding them hostage and won't give them jobs and treating them bad and treating them like second class citizens and never giving them a break. Thinking to think about the people who do some of the stuff. You know, the next time some applicant, some felonious applicant is trying to do the right thing and work, you know, because he could have your nose on the wall. He ain't got your nose on the wall. He's trying to work. So let them work. Leave them alone. You know, I'm their big brother. Leave them alone. Let them get a few dollars so they can, stay out the way. That's what you wanted anyway. You got all kind of laws against them where if you a drug dealer, you can't access no federal funding to go to school. So how, how you gonna lock a person out of education? You know, for trying to advance themselves, but you let the past hold them hostage and to the point where they're not eligible for assistance. You know, somebody needs to speak on that. Many things we need to speak on. Somebody needs to speak on that. You know, you won't expect the dudes to have some kind of redemptive quality or value or whatever. Then you need to give them the tools necessary uh, to make a genuine footprint in the employment realm. You know, or let them access the funding through the SBA or whatever. Because everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody knows that's a conundrum or whatever, but it's a process. It takes some. It's a process. It's just like anything else. It's a process. It's a process. But everybody don't have access to that system. You know, so that's a whole nother. And like I said, we got many different ways we can approach these things. And I'm just waiting on my screen to come up because I don't know what's going on. Let me see. I always like to go here because I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna let me on. I'm gonna try it again and see if they let me. Nope, they ain't, nope, 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 they ain't gonna let me do it. They ain't gonna let me do it. Now they lost y'all. They ain't gonna let me go. They ain't gonna let me go. Yeah. Nah, just bear with me for a minute because I done lost the whole broadcast. Hey, leave it to me. Leave it to me to lose the whole broadcast. Okay. Oh, okay. Now it's working. Now it's working, but it ain't working. It's working, but I'm over here and they over there. How can that be? Okay, let me see. Let me get it off of. Let me get off of that. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, on my news. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted, but they wouldn't let me do it. They wouldn't let me do it from both. It's gonna be an interesting podcast. It's stuff going on everywhere. Everything running backwards tonight. What's happening? Now it's starting to buffer. You know. Speaking of that, what do y'all think about? I read an article the other day. This guy had life in prison, and he died. He died. He died. He died, and they brought him back to life, and he is now saying that his sentence should be completed because he died. He was scheduled to die in prison. I think he was on a death. I think he was on death row, and technically he died, and he feels like, hey, that should count for be a satisfactory element in this offense because I had to die to complete the requirements for this sentence. He's saying he was clinically dead, and they brought him back, and once he crossed that threshold, he you know is eligible for some rhythm. What do y'all think about that? That's cold. That's cold now. You know that's cold. This dude is eligible for some rhythm based on, him dying and being brought back to life. That's cold. Y'all know that got to be cold right there. You know, that's shot. But this is one of them things. I never thought about that like that. But I guess we got to think about stuff like that because I don't think it's a precedent set for something like that has ever happened before. And it's almost like when the Enron stuff happened and the federal sentencing guidelines didn't have a loss amount high enough to describe the type of penalty for that type of loss. So I mean, they do now. They do now. Even after the whole Bernie Madoff thing, the Ponzi scheme, they do now. But when it was jumping off, these things that took place was, the loss amount was higher than what was on the law books. So you have, these things set precedents. But I think we might be on track here. So yeah, I want y'all to check this out, man. We have to pray for our city, man. And because things are spiraling out of control, and this is another sad story that I ran across. I want y'all to check it out and y'all tell me what's happening. This don't make no sense. We gotta we gotta report the news. Bring it to the coast.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Once again, we're here to describe a tragic incident that's happened. I'm Don Jerome, Area 1 Deputy Chief. To my left is Commander McCruden from Area 1. To my right is Commander Mullinex from the 9th District. Officers responded to a ShotSpotter alert in the 2000 West block of 52nd Street here, just west of Damon. ShotSpotter alerted to 18 rounds. Upon arriving here, they discovered multiple people shot in the block. They immediately began doing life-saving measures, which included applying tourniquets and chest seals. There was a total at this time of 8 people shot, 5 adults and 3 children. The adults vary in age from 19 to 40 years old. The children, there's one 1-year-old male Hispanic who was shot multiple times. He's in critical condition. There's a 7-year-old male Hispanic also shot multiple times in critical condition. And there's a 7-year-old female Hispanic who was shot in the head, and she has succumbed to her injuries, and she's now pronounced dead. All the victims were transported to area hospitals by the Chicago Fire Department, who helped us out greatly at the scene here. Area detectives are on scene now. The investigation is preliminary and ongoing. This was not a random act of violence. it was likely gang related. Regardless of the motivation for this incident, 3 innocent children were struck tonight, and one of them tragically succumbed to her wounds. The offender's actions make no mistake, everybody with any or their local police.
Yeah, okay. You know, that's unconscious. You know, that's probably one of the worst stories of the year. You know, we need to. They still have to bring you the news and bring it to you. These people are related to somebody. You know, and it hurts all of us when something like this happens, because that can usually be somebody in your family, you know. So we can really pray for the victims of this tragic loss, and hopefully they can get to the bottom of it. It does look it appears to be gang related, but you know, that don't even matter. You know, I mean, it matters, but it don't matter. You know, what matters is us coming together and proving that we can do better. I mean, we can do better than that. You know, we can do better than that. No excuse for that. You know, because I mean, nothing is that deep. If you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta see some kids, some little kids dying over what? You know, a few dollars? Well, I mean, what's really going on? Well, I mean, what's really happening? You know? So, it's, it's a pretty wild thing to happen. So, let me see. Okay, I'm in control. I didn't think I was in control of these screens because they were kind of slow. Let me see something else. We're just flying through the news right now. Let's check this out. I know the tragic story, man. We got to bring it to you, though. See what's happening, man. It's, a body, charred body found, burned up. Damn. I didn't know they was going to show it like that. This joker ridiculous. So, hold on.
Of this suspect.
Hold on.
New video shows a brazen armed carjacking involving who authorities say is a South Florida woman at a traffic light stop.
It is incredibly frightening to watch the boldness of this suspect.
Cell phone video capturing the moment a hooded masked gunman points his firearm directly at the driver in front of this green Acura before then climbing into the car, a white Durango. And now an urgent manhunt is underway in Florida for at least 2 suspects in connection with this crime.
The guy had a machine gun at him, and then he got in the back seat of the car.
Authorities say they believe the woman had gunpoint was killed shortly after the incident. The Seminole County Sheriff said she had traveled up from Homestead, Florida earlier that day and stopped at a gas station for 8 minutes before noticing the car was following her.
There is no explanation why somebody would target her, why she would be followed like that.
Investigators say a body was then later found charred inside a burning vehicle believed to be that white Durango. It was located some 30 miles away from the carjacking in Osceola County, according to law enforcement. Investigators say the victim had called her husband just minutes before the kidnapping. Her husband told her not to stop the car, though neither called 911. Many questions still remain, including how the victim was said to be visiting family, but detectives never found any blood relatives in the area. And while a motive still remains unclear, one thing seems to be for sure. Investigators say they do not believe this was a random act. M. Wood, ABC News, Washington.
Wow. Y'all know that's crazy. That's what I'm saying. You know, we jump out. We can't do it. But if you don't have a heart attack with that,
All right. Good evening, everyone.
heart attack with that, then you would go crazy. You know what I'm saying? You got another story, man. I see the stories don't stop now. These dudes off the chain around here. Every time we look up, somebody jumping out there. Come on, y'all.
Well, the owner of La Freak Market here on State Street says all of this happened so quickly and all of it caught on camera. He says the suspect came in through one of the back doors using possibly a crowbar, as you can see right here with that indentation, before the suspect made his way into the store. Surveillance cameras catching the moment a South Loop business was robbed of hundreds of dollars overnight. La Freak Market has been in business for about 3 years now near State Street and Cullerton. The owner, who does not want to be identified, says he woke up to the store's emergency alarms ringing on his phone. And it says there was a break-in. Checked the camera and I saw somebody running through the store and checking stuff. The next thing I knew, they grabbed the cash register. You can see the suspect door. The owner says he doesn't think he could have done anything to prevent this, considering the security measures already in place in a police precinct nearby. With the police station just a block away from us, we never saw this coming. We did everything right on our side. I mean, the others in the store will help us with their investigation.
I mean, in this space, you're going to go coming in through the window trying to get the cash register.
All right.
You know, you feel me? Me too. Huh? Everything is all the same. So, let me see. Let's go with this one story here. Check it out. We'll get that. There's no plan for tonight. Let's put the narrative.
The son of a former Chicago police officer has been found safe. Jonathan Baez's family tells us he was found tonight at a Metro train stop in Antioch. Baez has autism and is high functioning. He had been caring for his father, who passed away last week. Relatives say when they couldn't reach Baez after his father's death around the city, say they're thankful for the public's help to find him.
Okay. All right, well, that's it. It's okay. We got one story. We got at least one story that happened in the parents. Story maybe you don't even want to watch the news. Everything is bad. All right. I just want to touch base with y'all. They didn't knock, they didn't slap us around. They didn't, man, we lost the whole signal. So, all right. Well, this is your mama channel. Drop your mama back off at the low end and tell her don't be having so much fun in Chicago. You know, because, you know, you're not from here. Okay. Let me talk to my editing directors and my supervisor and see what's going on with the podcast. Y'all have a blessed evening. Oh, well, a good morning, rather, because, you know, I'm pretty late. I need to shave and everything. I didn't even get fly for y'all. We're going to get our Kevin Samuels on tomorrow. I might come in the studio with a suit on, so that's just what it is. So get ready for me. All right, I'm out.